the Ball Game Blitz Sports Network by Worthy Road Studios. With over 750,000 views in 2022, we are where you need to advertise. Please subscribe to our Worthy Road Studios YouTube channel and join the other 4,000 subscribers watching local sports, including Union University, USJ, TCA, Jackson Christian, and Peabody. Our multi-camera broadcasts include slow motion instant replay, on-screen scoreboard and graphics, and professional announcers. Thanks to our sponsors who make it all possible. Ball Game Blitz Sports Network by Worthy Road Studios, the premier sports broadcast network in West Tennessee.
Live from Lady Bruins Softball Stadium in Jackson, Tennessee. Ball Game Blitz Sports Network, powered by Worthy Road Studios, proudly presents USJ Lady Bruins Softball, and we are in the Division II West Region Softball Tournament. And today it is USJ taking on FACS, and this is one of those where you got to be able to win or go home. And I'll set it up for you this way. If the Lady Bruins win this one this afternoon, and if Trinity Christian Academy wins its game today against North Point Christian, then we'll be right back here on this field tomorrow afternoon, same time, as it would be USJ against Trinity, and that would be a dandy, I can tell you. And we've talked to some people here who have said that they may be our rivals, but today we're rooting for Trinity because we want to be able to get that home game here. If Trinity loses and USJ wins, then USJ would have to go to North Point tomorrow. It gets to be very complicated how the home team advantage is determined when you get to this point of the season. But let me run down the starting lineups for you very briefly for FACS. Leading off at shortstop is Morgan Bennett. The second baseman, Kendall Forrest, is batting second. In the number 3 spot, center fielder Madison Hardiman. Devin Fitzgerald is the cleanup hitter. She's the catcher. Left fielder Annalise Jolly will hit 5th. Annabelle Ami, that is actually spelled A-M-Y but pronounced Ami. She is the pitcher, and she will be hitting 6th. Batting 7th at first base, Ella Cousins. Kelsey Allen is in the DP spot, hitting 8th, and batting 9th, Hayden Bennett, the third baseman. Caitlin Frost will be in the flex position, playing right field. For the USJ Lady Bruins, they'll be led, as usual, by Halen Ayers, the shortstop. Batting second, Maddie Polk in center field. Abby Brown, the second baseman. She will be hitting third. And the cleanup spot will be the pitcher, E.K. Elrod, and they're looking for a big game from her this afternoon. Taylor Shands, the first baseman, batting 5th. L.K. Prater, the third baseman, will be hitting 6th. Down in the 7th spot is Ella Golden. She's the DP this afternoon. The catcher, Lauren Raines, is batting 8th, and Mary Patton Redden will be hitting 9th. She is the left fielder, and the flex right fielder is Kendall Keene. So those are your starters for both of our teams. We're just about looking at the clock right now, about 5 minutes away from the start. We've got a very crisp afternoon here, not quite as chilly as it was Monday for our baseball game. We're looking right at 70 degrees, and we do have a wind, though. Once again, it's not as strong as it was on Monday night. Wind is going out of the northwest at about 6 miles an hour this afternoon, not the 11 to 14 that we were facing in that Monday night game in which USJ defeated Fayette Academy 8-7 in what turned out to be a real thriller after USJ had a 7-1 lead, but had a clutch walk-off strikeout by Nash Kilburn to provide that victory. So all the marbles are beginning to be on the line starting this afternoon, and we will be ready for the start of today's game between USJ and FACS right here on the Ball Game Blitz Network, right after you have an opportunity to visit with some of our fine sponsors.
Here at Carlock Automotive of Jackson, we have it all. New car savings, quality used cars. We repair all makes and models. We can even buy cars. I don't think I have to say it.
Downtown is thriving and the Blacksmith Restaurant is leading the pack. From the rustic dining room to the unmatched patio, eating local with family is what we're about. Live local, eat local, relax local.
Mention Ball Game Blitz Sports Network and receive a free gift.
Carlac Prestige is not your typical used car dealer. We have everything from a Porsche to this, and lots more. We inspect and repair all our vehicles. Ask us to prove it. We will.
Carlac Prestige, Van Drive, Jackson.
At Arrington Funeral Directors, we accept all prearranged funerals. So you may have prearranged your funeral in this town with another funeral home or even in another state, but we accept all prearranged funerals because we're here to serve families.
Ready for spring cleaning? Don't forget your HVAC system. Somebody needs to clean out all that dust and grime, and that somebody is us. Let McCoy's Heating and Air professionally clean your system so cool air can flow where it needs to go. Schedule now and you can get your cleaning for only $90. Call McCoy's Heating and Air at 731-668-7492 or visit airmccoy.com. McCoy's Heating and Air, Jackson's most trusted team of technicians.
Fleet Feet, your locally owned source for the best shoes for school, work, running, and everyday comfort. They offer a 3D scan of your feet and professional fitting. Fleet Feet sells the top-selling brands Hoka, OnCloud, and Brooks. To add comfort to your spikes or other performance shoes, let Fleet Feet fit you for a pair of arch support inserts. Get the quality you want and the service you deserve at Fleet Feet in Jackson on Oil Well Road beside Walgreens.
At Dynamics Physical Therapy, we help our clients get back to doing what they love. Dynamics is now serving communities throughout West Tennessee.
Thompson & Smith, the area's premier independent insurance brokerage, has been serving families and businesses in the region through its founding companies since 1927. With their many insurance company partners, Thompson & Smith provides insurance products for family, home and auto, contractors, retailers, restaurants, manufacturers, medical and dental clinics, as well as any other business or organization seeking quality coverage, risk management expertise, and customer-focused service. Call them today to discuss your insurance needs.
Are you looking to build a career? Build a career with West Tennessee's own H&M Company. H&M is a leading coast-to-coast industrial design and construction firm for Fortune 500 companies. Founded in Milan in 1957 and headquartered in Jackson, H&M is actively hiring in all areas of construction and engineering. Visit us at hmcompany.com to start building your career today.
Turn to the experts. Since 1955, Garrett Plumbing and Heating has been the leader in plumbing, heating, and air conditioning service and installation for West Tennessee. A proud supporter of USJ Bruin Athletics, we are your local Carrier Factory authorized dealer. Call Garrett Plumbing and Heating, 668-3339, for all of your plumbing, heating, and air needs.
For anyone contemplating pre-planning, we can tell you from our experience, it's much easier to make funeral plans and record them now than wait until emotions are running at their highest.
With pre-planning, you can free your mind and heart from having to make big decisions during a time of grief and instead enjoy the freedom to focus on the memories of a life well lived.
King Jewelers is not your typical run-of-the-mill jewelry store. Grover is a certified jeweler with 35 years experience. This isn't just a jewelry store. It's an iconic symbol of love. How far would you go for love? King Jewelers, 16B Conrad Drive, Jackson.
Ready for spring cleaning? Don't forget your HVAC system. Somebody needs to clean out all that dust and grime, and that somebody is us. Let McCoy's Heating and Air professionally clean your system so cool air can flow where it needs to go. Schedule now and you can get your cleaning for only $90. Call McCoy's Heating and Air at 731-668-7492 or visit airmccoy.com. McCoy's Heating and Air, Jackson's most trusted team of technicians.
Football looks fun. I bet I would have been great at it. The first football playing Deer, they would have made a movie about me and everything. Probably get Kurt Russell to play me. But alas, me and my dreams run right over again.
For fast, reliable collision repair, trust the experts at Mitchell's Body Shop. And get back out there.
And it is indeed tournament time in West Tennessee as Morgan Bennett stands in against E.K. Elrod, and we're ready for the first pitch of this West Division tournament. And that one is in there for strike one. Again, another spectacular day in Jackson, Tennessee for softball. You could not ask for it to be any better. It is not humid today. It is cool, but it is not the kind to bring out the blankets like we had on Monday night. Got a ball and a strike. Bennett will be followed by Kendall Forrest, the second baseman, and that's up high, 2 balls and a strike. And then batting third will be Madison Hardiman, the center fielder. And that breeze is blowing about 6 miles an hour this afternoon. Just enough for you to know that it's there. And that's outside for ball 3. 3 balls and 1 strike. And they're looking for a big afternoon from EK today, and the pitch. And he missed the corner. Yes, it is on the corner. 3 balls and 2 strikes. So got a payoff pitch coming to Bennett. It always feels good if you're on the mound to get that first batter out. And the pitch, and that one is fouled back over the fence. So we'll go 3-2 once again. These two teams very evenly matched. And, of course, Trinity is playing North Point this afternoon, and that one is going right down to the first baseman, and she'll take that unassisted. Taylor Shands with the putout for out number 1. That'll bring up Kendall Forrest, the second baseman. The wind is actually blowing toward the infield rather than out beyond the infield, so it's not one of those that you'll have probably a chance for many wind-aided long balls today, and that one is going to be just a bit inside and low for ball 1. Just underway here. Glad to have all of you aboard, all of you. And that one is going right back to the pitcher, and EK fires on to Taylor for out number 2. Just off the knee, and she reached down and grabbed it quickly and tossed to first. And so 2 up, 2 down, and we have Madison Hardiman, the center fielder. Good to have all you grandparents, all of you aunts, uncles, cousins, good friends, anybody who's related to anyone on these two teams here today. It's so good to have you aboard. And that one's in there for strike 1, hit that corner. The only thing that you have to complain about today still is the pollen, because it is still a monster here, and we are in the high danger area. It makes your windshield yellow when you drive up and back them out in the morning, and that one's outside for a ball. 1 ball, 1 strike. Got some folks enjoying their camping chairs out in the left field area this afternoon. And that one is going to the second baseman, a little roller, and she tosses on to Taylor Shands. Nice stop by Abby Brown, and it was 3 up and 3 down. No runs, no hits, no errors, no one left on base. We've completed a half inning, and the score, FACS nothing, and the Lady Bruins just now coming into bat.
We offer live webcasting for families. It kind of came out of when so many warriors were going overseas to war. We have learned to offer families more choices, that we want to serve our families well and serve our families better.
Buying a home is a major milestone, and at the Bank of Jackson, we want to help you achieve it. Our mortgage specialists can assist you with conventional, VA, FHA, or construction loans, as well as USDA and THDA development loans. Serving the Jackson area for 25 years. The Bank of Jackson, your down-home community bank. You belong here. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
Lady Bruins made short work of FACS in the first inning. Quick 3 up, 3 down, and so for Annabelle Ami, the lineup she'll face will be Halen Ayers, the shortstop, who's stepping in right now, the 8th grader, Maddie Polk, the center fielder, and Abby Brown, the second baseman. And we are about set to go with the Lady Bruins half of the first inning. Halen, strong hitter to all fields. And that one's way high and over her head, and I think over the head of just about everybody in the place. 1 ball, no strikes. This is our first opportunity to see Ami pitch this season. The wind and the pitch, and that one, she got it off of the end of the bat, the bottom end of the bat, and just didn't get the bunt. We have seen Halen bunt her way on a number of times this season and managed to get herself around the bases quite well because she's very fast. The 1-1 pitch, that's outside for ball 2. 2 balls and 1 strike. Halen, of course, an outstanding basketball star for these Lady Bruins. And the wind and the pitch, and that's going to be a grounder to the shortstop who fires it on to first, and Halen beat it out anyway. She's going to make it to second. Throw was just a little bit slow to first base, and it was too high. Halen would have beaten that out. So it's a 2-base error. And Halen doesn't really care as long as she's able to get on base because she's a danger to go at any place. And Maddie Polk is showing bunt and then fakes it and gets a base hit into left field. Halen's going to stay at third. Nice job of the fake and then swung away at it. So that gives them runners on the corners with Abby Brown, the second baseman. And the Lady Bruins a chance to do some damage here in this first inning of play. Outfield playing fairly deep for Abby. And that one is low and inside, and just trotting down easily down to second is Maddie Polk. They didn't even offer a throw. So now second and third, you take away the force play, and that one's on the outside corner for strike 1. 1 ball, 1 strike with 2 on and nobody out here in the bottom half of the first for the Lady Bruins. And that one's way outside. And Halen's going to try to score, and she'll easily make it, standing up. And Maddie Polk advances to third on the wild pitch. So there's your first run of the game. Wild pitch bringing in Halen Ayers. So Brown has a 2-1 count and a runner on third. And that one is grounded to the third baseman. Runner is going to score. She would have made it standing up, but that one is third baseman to first. But give Abby Brown an RBI on that one for bringing in the second run on the fielder's choice. So we've already got a 2-0 lead. Bases cleared now. And E.K. Elrod, the pitcher, has now been staked to a 2-0 lead, and she's up to bat. She'll be followed by Taylor Shands, the first baseman. And again, they play fairly deep in the outfield against her. And that one was inside, just missed hitting her. Ball and no strikes. Ami has had a little bit of control problem as we have started. That's a hard hit ball right to the shortstop. That was a bit of a shoestring catch, and she reached down and got it. Very hard hit ball. Taylor Shands, the first baseman, again with 2 down now. If she gets on, L.K. Prater, the third baseman, would be next. And the right-hander delivers, and that one is a slow roller that's going to get into right field for a base hit. Just out of the range of the second baseman, Kendall Forrest, and so another runner on base, and here's L.K. Prater, the third baseman. Lady Bruins look like they will probably be able to have their way on the bases this afternoon. That one gets away, and so she's going to easily, well, actually it hit her, so that is going to bring two runners on base. And this is the seventh Lady Bruin to bat in the inning. It's Ella Golden. She's the DP. So they've got them on first and second once again. The wind and the pitch, and this is a high, lazy fly ball that's going to drop. No! She made it a good running catch in right field for Caitlin Frost. Looked like that ball was going to drop, but Caitlin managed to catch up to it for out number 3. But the Lady Bruins picked up 2 runs on 2 hits. There was an error, and there was 1 runner left on base. So we have completed 1 full inning of play, and it is the Lady Bruins 2, FACS nothing.
Dynamics Physical Therapy, your elite provider in sports medicine and performance. Now serving communities throughout West Tennessee.
The most important benefit when you buy from Jones Chevrolet at 3-Way, peace of mind. Jones Chevrolet's warranty forever comes with every qualifying new and pre-owned vehicle. Powertrain coverage for as long as you own your vehicle. Find out more at Jones Chevrolet in 3-Way.
Devin Fitzgerald steps in against E.K. Elrod, the catcher. It was 3 up and 3 down in the first inning, and then the Lady Bruins came up and picked up 2 in their half of the inning, and that one's in there for a strike. No balls and a strike. Starting this game at 5 o'clock, you're not going to have much of a shadow problem for probably an hour and a half. Hard throw, and that one's outside. Ball and a strike. Infield playing a bit in at about average depth. And here comes the 1-1 from Elrod. Got her on the corner. 1 ball and 2 strikes. Annalise Jolly, the left fielder, would be followed then by Annabelle Ami, the pitcher. And the pitch to Fitzgerald, and she went around on it for the first strikeout of the afternoon. So that brings up Jolly, the left fielder. I tell you, EK looks like she really has her stuff this afternoon because she's just pitching with a lot of confidence in these first 2 innings. The wind and the pitch. Right down in there for strike 1 call. And again, the outfield playing at about average depth. Here's the 0-1. She went around on that one. No balls and 2 strikes. 1 out, bottom of the second. Things moving swiftly along on an absolutely perfect day at Lady Bruins Softball Stadium. That one's outside. Ball and 2 strikes. And there's some enthusiastic fans who have turned out this afternoon. And the wind and the pitch. And she just went around on that one. And that's the second consecutive strikeout for EK. And that brings up her counterpart, Ami, the pitcher. The last name spelled A-M-Y, but pronounced O-double-M-Y. And here's the pitch. That's in there for a strike. So EK has really been getting it in the strike zone so far today. Winds and pitches, got it in there again. No balls and 2 strikes. Yet another one like that, she will have struck out the side. Let's see what she delivers, see if she goes for the corner again. And the wind and the pitch, got her swinging for out number 3. They were all 3 strikeouts. No runs, no hits, no errors, no one left on base. We have completed an inning and a half, and the Lady Bruins are on top of FACS 2-0.
Home furnishings, appliances, bedding, and so much more. Kaufman's. At the Bypass and Oil Well Road in Jackson. Home furnishings for every room in your home. Custom upholstery options too, with professional advice. Major appliances from America's top name brands. Mattresses and bedding accessories. Outdoor living and grilling too. And our fully stocked warehouse helps prevent supply chain delays. Kaufman's, for your life.
Are you looking to build a career? Build a career with West Tennessee's own H&M Company. H&M is a leading coast-to-coast industrial design and construction firm for Fortune 500 companies. Founded in Milan in 1957 and headquartered in Jackson, H&M is actively hiring in all areas of construction and engineering. Visit us at hmcompany.com to start building your career today.
Lauren Raines steps in. Lady Bruins sent 7 to the plate in the first inning, picked up their 2 runs. And that one's low for a ball. And E.K. Elrod has just been mowing them down for FACS, sending the first 6 down in order, the last 3 with strikeouts. And she went around on that one, a ball and a strike. That one dipped. Outfield playing relatively deep. That's going to be outside. 2 balls and a strike. Lady Bruins picked up 2 hits in the first inning, and that one's on the inside corner. Nice pitch. 2 balls and 2 strikes. They had a hit batsman and also had one to reach base with an error, and that one's low and into the dirt. 3 balls and 2 strikes, so they've gone full on Lauren Raines. And if she sees one she likes, she'll be teeing off on this one. And here it is. And that one is lined into the, she did not hold on to it. That was a solid effort out in right field by Caitlin Frost, but she couldn't hang on to it. And so it was a tough play. We're going to give her a hit on that because she had to make a long-distance run. Somewhat of a bang-bang play, and here's Mary Patton Redden, the left fielder. Way high, and that's going to send her to second. Lauren in there standing up. She's had several pitches this afternoon of that ilk where it's just simply gotten away from her. They're going to bring in a pinch runner. And primarily looking at the possibility of getting her in on a base hit with any degree of depth to it. And Mary Patton still outside the batter's box. Now she stands back in. And Joe Lair is giving signals to his base runner, and that one is fouled back. The umpire got out of the way. Nice job of retrieving his cap. He avoided getting any kind of red dust on it. So we'll try again with a ball and a strike. The wind and the pitch, she bunts it, and that's going to easily send the runner to third, and they are not going to get her at first. They were slow to pick up, and she's going for second and is going to make it. So give her an infield hit, and she just took second as a fielder's choice. So we've had an infield hit and a bloop single, and nobody's out, and runners are on the corners. And we're back to the top of the lineup for Halen Ayers. And Halen tees off one high fly ball to left field, and that's over the left fielder's head. That's going to bring in 2 runs. And Halen's going to get all the way into third, standing up with a triple. So Halen, 2 RBIs to give the Lady Bruins a 4-0 lead. That one was one of those lazy, it was a hard hit ball, but it was just lazy in the way it was dropping, and it got over the head, and showing bunt is Maggie Polk. Faked it again, gets it into left field for a base hit, and that brings in another run, and Maggie's going to get over. Maddie's made it into second once again. We'll give her a double on that because it was just the slowness of the outfielder in getting that to her. So she brings in Halen Ayers with a double, and the Lady Bruins are attempting to erupt with this one. 3 runs in this inning, and it's a 5-0 game. That's going to roll down the third base line, and she'll get there with an infield hit. The runner could not advance at second. And here's E.K. Elrod. They are just putting it together. This is like buying 6 dozen eggs to stock up on because they are just putting them on. She's the 6th Lady Bruin to hit, and that one is sliced foul. Tell you what, E.K. had a good lick at it. She flied out to the shortstop her first time up. It was a hard hit ball, and it was somewhat of a shoestring catch. So runners at first and second. 3 runs have come in, and it's a 5-0 game. Here's the wind and the pitch, and that one is not going to get to. That one dropped right in front of the third baseman, Hayden Bennett. She just could not reach down and snag it, so we got no balls and 2 strikes. And the wind and the pitch, and that one was very short, and they're going to try to get her at third, but no way. And they're going to go on to second. So Polk with a stolen base, and then Abby Brown sneaks in and gets one herself. So it's 1-2, and that one's way outside. That is going to bring in a run. And that's going to send Abby Brown over to third after Maddie Polk comes in on that wild pitch. So it is a 6-0 game now. And you got a runner on third. And E.K. Elrod with a 2-2 count. That's low. So they've gone full, 3 balls and 2 strikes. 4 runs have come in the inning, and there's still nobody out. And walked her. So they're on the corners. So E.K. down at first. Here comes Taylor Shands, who singled her first time up. And they'll get another pinch runner in. So let's see if Taylor can keep this going. She's the 7th Lady Bruin to hit in the inning. 4 runs have come in. They have had 5 hits and a walk. And the wind and the pitch, high for a ball and going down to second easily. That's a stand-up steal for E.K. So now take away the force play, and they are in scoring position. Here's the wind, and that's a hard hit ball to center field, deep, and it's going back to the fence. That'll bring in 2 more, and it's a stand-up double for Taylor Shands. So 6 runs have come in now, and the ball gets away, and so on the error, that moves Taylor over to third. So a 2-run double for Taylor Shands. And here's the wind, and that one's way over the head, and that's going to score yet another one. So a wild pitch brings that one in, and we have had, this is the 8th Lady Bruin in the inning, but that is 7 runs who have scored. 9-0. Lady Bruins are just exploding here in the second inning. And L.K. Prater, this is one of the oddest things that you have to happen, because you have had all 7 of the previous hitters that have already scored now. There's still nobody out. And we got a 1-0 count, and the catcher, Devin Fitzgerald, tries to settle down Annabelle Ami. And here's the wind and the pitch. And that one's grounded. It's a roller down to the shortstop. Long throw to first, but she's in there. They have just not been able to get snap throws to the first baseman, so yet another hit in this inning. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 hits and a walk. An amazing inning so far. And here's Ella Golden. She flied out to the right fielder her first time up. And here's the pitch, and that one's going to get away and easily going to get in there with a stand-up stolen base. I'm going to have to do a count between innings as to how many stolen bases the Lady Bruins have had already. I think it's at least 5. The wind, and that one's inside. So it has been an eruption in this inning, and that one's going to be a slow grounder to the second baseman, who finally flips it over to first. And that is out number 1. But the Lady Bruins have batted around, and they still only have 1 out. And L.K. Prater has moved over to third on that fielder's choice. And here we go. And that was outside to Lauren Raines, the catcher. Lauren started all this with a single, and then she came in on a triple. Ball and a strike. Runner on third. 7 runs have crossed the plate in this inning, and it's a 9-0 shutout so far. Wind and the pitch, and that one is fouled back almost onto the roof of our press box. Ball and 2 strikes. Lauren came in on the triple by Halen Ayers earlier in this inning. Here's the wind. Inside. Oh, got her on the inside corner, and I think she knew it. That is the first strikeout of the afternoon for Ami. So here comes Mary Patton Redden, the left fielder. She singled her first time up and came in on the triple by Halen Ayers. Here's the pitch, and that one is low down in the dirt. 1 ball and no strike. Still got lurking down at third base, L.K. Prater. And that one's up high. 2 balls and no strikes. L.K. made a little bit of a bluff, like she might try to snag home. Got back very quickly. The 2-0 went around on it. 2 balls and a strike. 7 hits in this inning for the Lady Bruins. In the game, 9 runs on 9 hits. And that one is going to be to the third baseman, and that one just goes short, and she's going to make it all the way to second. And that brings up another run, and it's a 10-0 game. And you got to score that an error on the shortstop. And here's Halen Ayers, who had that big triple earlier in this same inning. And she's going to move over to third. And this has had to be absolutely a frustrating inning for the FACS squad. 2 down, 1-0 count to Halen Ayers. And she fires, and Halen sucks one that's going to drop out into center field and bring in yet another run, a 9-run inning. And Halen has had 2 hits in this inning and 3 RBIs. Maddie Polk has already singled and doubled. She had her double earlier in this inning and brought home Halen Ayers. She's showing bunt. She always fakes outside for a ball. 1 ball, no strikes, 11-0. Lady Bruins are just all over it this afternoon. And here's the wind, and that's outside for ball 2. Maddie had a single and scored in the first inning. She had a double earlier in this inning and scored. So she's 2 for 2. Outside, ball 3. So you could probably expect Halen will be moving with this pitch. Again, showing bunt, and then right down in there for, no, that's a ball 4. The ump held his finger up, but that's another walk, and here comes Abby Brown. Abby had a single her first time up. So we got runners on first and second. And that's a hard hit ball that is going back in all the way back to the fence, and that's going to bring home at least 2 runs. And she stops at second with a stand-up double. And the hits just keep on coming. A 2-run double for Abby Brown. High fly ball. They're running, and that's going to drop in the outfield, bring home yet another run. So EK gets one to drop. And you just got to, it's 14-0. You ask yourself, when will it all end? My heavens. This is the 16th Lady Bruin to bat in this inning. 12 runs have crossed the plate. And Taylor Shands has had both a single and a double. She has 2 RBIs already. The RBIs were earlier in this same inning. The wind and the pitch, and she's 6-1. That is going to go right through into center field. And the runners are at first and second. And here's L.K. Prater. L.K. had a single and scored earlier in this inning. She was hit by a pitch ball in the first. And that one is a high fly ball that is going to drop into short center field, and yet another run comes in. And the runners are at first and third. And here's Ella Golden. And it's been ages in girls softball since I have seen this kind. That one's going to bring in another run with another wild pitch. One right after the other. And this is the 18th Lady Bruin to bat in this inning. Everybody has been up twice. 16-0. And the pitch. That's a grounder to the shortstop. She fires on to first, and mercifully, it is over. Oh, my goodness. Look at the tally here. 14 runs cross the plate in this inning, and we're going to total them 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 hits. 1 error, and they ended up with 1 player left on base. But we have completed 2, and your score is USJ 16, FACS nothing.
Championship DNA. That's what you find at Jones Chevrolet at 3-Way. A full line of new Chevrolets plus West Tennessee's largest used car inventory. State-of-the-art service work and pre-approved auto loans online at JonesChevroletHumboldt.com. Shop with a winner. Jones Chevrolet at 3-Way.
Downtown is thriving and the Blacksmith Restaurant is leading the pack. From the rustic dining room to the unmatched patio, eating local with family is what we're about. Live local, eat local, relax local.
This could be a true story. On October 3rd, a 2003 hatchback struck and killed a deer that goes by the name Buck. I know, right? He now has Buck's head proudly displayed on his living room wall. He tells a different story.
Shot it.
No, he didn't.
And to hide his lie, he took his car to Mitchell's Body Shop.
No, I didn't.
Yes, he did. And lucky for him, they made it look good as new. And as for Buck, the story continues.
Well, we're in the third, and the score is right, folks. 16-0, USJ. As we go to the top half of the third, it was a 14-run inning. That may be a USJ record for a single inning. And they have swapped Taylor Shands and E.K. Elrod. Taylor has come in to pitch, and E.K. has gone out to first base. We've got wholesale substitutions in the outfield, as Joel Ayers is trying to get as many as he can, get some action now with this kind of lead. That one's outside, a ball and a strike. 14 runs on 12 hits in that second inning. And there's the pitch, and she goes around on it. Ella Cousins, the first baseman. The wind and the pitch went around on it for strike three. That is the fourth straight strikeout from Lady Bruins pitching. That's the first for Taylor Shands. And that brings up the DP, Kelsey Allen. She'll be followed by Hayden Bennett, the third baseman. The FACS team has not been able to get a base runner so far. And the line way outside for a ball. That's one of those that you just have to shake your head and say. And she goes around on that, a ball and a strike. If you're a USJ fan, you got to be just stunned, happily stunned, but just stunned to see that kind of explosion. And went around on a high pitch. Ball and two strikes. And the 1-2 coming to Allen. Got her on the outside corner. 5 straight strikeouts from Lady Bruins pitching. And that brings up Hayden Bennett, the third baseman. And the Lady Bruins are just playing with extraordinary confidence right now. You can see it in their faces. They're just energized. And who wouldn't be with a 16-0 lead? And you haven't even been up to the third inning. And that's in the corner for a strike. But that was an amazing 18 players who went to the plate during the course of that inning. Everybody on the lineup got up twice. That one's low. Ball and a strike. It was just one of those innings where it's like watching dominoes fall. Everything just came together for them. Went after one that was way high and outside. 1 ball and 2 strikes. So let's see what she does with the 1-2. Nobody on, and that one's fouled off. Outfield playing at average depth. And right now they got a no-hitter going. And the pitch. And she went around on it for strike 3. 6 consecutive FACS batters have gone down swinging. So we have completed 3 innings of play. There were no runs, no hits, no errors, and no one left on base. And your score at the end of 2.5 is USJ 16, FACS nothing, and that is your game. And the coaches have mutually agreed that with the game at this point, and just, if you will, just there was no possible way that you could see a comeback here, and the coaches have agreed to call it right here. And so the Lady Bruins now will wait to see what happens with Trinity Christian Academy against North Point this afternoon. Let's take a 90-second break, and then we'll be back to wrap this one up.
Do you want your smile to say it all? At Elite Dental Care, we'll make you and your family feel comfortable and secure with a variety of services and state-of-the-art care. We offer sedation dentistry that will make your time in the dental chair comfortable and relaxed. Come by and see our newly renovated and expanded office in Jackson, or one of our other convenient locations in Trenton or Dyersburg. Trust your smile with Elite Dental Care, and let your smile say it all.
Are you looking to build a career? Build a career with West Tennessee's own H&M Company. H&M is a leading coast-to-coast industrial design and construction firm for Fortune 500 companies. Founded in Milan in 1957 and headquartered in Jackson, H&M is actively hiring in all areas of construction and engineering. Visit us at hmcompany.com to start building your career today.
Ready for spring cleaning? Don't forget your HVAC system. Somebody needs to clean out all that dust and grime, and that somebody is us. Let McCoy's Heating and Air professionally clean your system so cool air can flow where it needs to go. Schedule now and you can get your cleaning for only $90. Call McCoy's Heating and Air at 731-668-7492 or visit airmccoy.com. McCoy's Heating and Air, Jackson's most trusted team of technicians.
Well, we've had a discussion in here in the press box as to whether or not there might be rebates for paid admissions today because the time of our game was 41 minutes. It was not a rain out. It was just simply a mercy rule that was agreed to by both of the coaches. And even though we had only gone 2.5 innings, that 14-run outburst by USJ in which 18 Lady Bruins went to the plate in the second. And then no one reached base for the entire game for FACS, so this will go down as a combined no-hitter for E.K. Elrod and Taylor Shands. In fact, it's a combined perfect game. It was, and I must tell you, it is like nothing I think I have ever seen in girls softball anytime in recent history. The Lady Bruins, 16 runs on 14 hits, and there were, looking at my total here, there were 2 errors on the part of FACS. There were 4 walks, but it was just an amazing display by the Lady Bruins. They came to play this afternoon, and they let fly, and it was to perfection. And what happened with the 18 players that got to the plate in that second inning, I mean, it's just one right after another. At one point, they had 7 consecutive hits and continued to move people around. They were just all over the base pass. They had 7 stolen bases this afternoon. It was an amazing one. And so we're going to give our player of the game to the combined team. In a situation like this, you know, you had Halen Ayers that ended up with 3 RBIs. You had 3 RBIs for Abby Brown. And so many of these players had 2 hits or more. Taylor Shands ended up with 3 hits. She had 2 RBIs. But this was a team effort, complete from top to bottom. So our player of the game honor will be multiple, going to the entire USJ Lady Bruins roster, as they did it 16 runs on 14 hits. They had no errors, and for FACS, no runs, no hits, no errors, and the Lady Bruins struck out the last 6 batters that they faced. And it was indeed a perfect game. So now what happens is they wait to see what Trinity Christian Academy does. Trinity, as our last report in the 3rd inning, was up 5-0 on North Point Christian. If Trinity wins, then Trinity would come here tomorrow afternoon at 5 o'clock, and we will have it for you live right here on the Ball Game Blitz Sports Network and Worthy Road Studios. If not, if Trinity does not hold on and defeat North Point Christian, then USJ would be going to North Point to play. We would not have that game for you tomorrow. But I've got to tell you once again, this was just an amazing team explosion this afternoon. 16-0 in a game that only went 41 minutes, 2.5 innings, and the coaches said, all right, let's call it. So we have wrapped it up, and so I will tell you that our game today, the executive producer of Worthy Road Studios and the Ball Game Blitz Sports Network, is Paul Schultze, and our director this afternoon, who also was working the camera simultaneously, Alyssa Tatch, who I am going to miss greatly, one of my former Union University alums, who is headed back home to Texas tomorrow, and she is going to be greatly missed, but I appreciate so much all of her efforts. And yours truly, Steve Beverly, has brought you this afternoon's game on play-by-play, so we hope we'll be back here tomorrow afternoon at 5 o'clock. And so until then, this is Steve Beverly saying so long from the great hub city of West Tennessee.
The Ball Game Blitz Sports Network by Worthy Road Studios. With over 750,000 views in 2022, we are where you need to advertise. Please subscribe to our Worthy Road Studios YouTube channel and join the other 4,000 subscribers watching local sports, including Union University, USJ, TCA, Jackson Christian, and Peabody. Our multi-camera broadcasts include slow motion instant replay, on-screen scoreboard and graphics, and professional announcers. Thanks to our sponsors who make it all possible. Ball Game Blitz Sports Network by Worthy Road Studios, the premier sports broadcast network in West Tennessee.